Hello, welcome back. Last time was a lot of looking around the world and trying to find the clues for these things, but only actually solving one of them. In between, I did have an insight that I think can, in short order, lead to a solution on this. So I had this grid. Let's go actually over there and look at that. Rhombus spot. With the partial grid around the water. So this whole ring around the outside makes a clear grid of here's a cell, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. Then there's one there, one there, one. It's a lot harder to see with the track there, but you know, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So that's a ring around the outside. So the entire puzzle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 by 6, but only the outside ring is specified here. Plus a little bit here if I look above. There are 3 orange signs here, here, and here. And I'm looking for something 3 by 4 to insert in the hole in the middle. And look, it's already there in the hole in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and has symbols on it. So I feel like it's reasonable to say that this shape gets superimposed with that other one in the middle there. And I've already mapped that out, and I think I understand how to work with it. I still have to actually solve the puzzle, but I think I know what I'm solving now, at least. So, to reset this, according to my chart, this is cyan, this is purple. This is purple, this is cyan, this is orange. Assuming this row is correct. This is orange... This is orange and this is orange. So those are the ones specified by the caution signs. Then if we add on top of that the platform in the middle, this is orange, 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 this is orange. So we got an entire row of oranges here, plus 2 hanging down, then one additional one at the bottom. Yeah, so this like entire triangle of orange right here. 2 extra orange bits up here, cyan, purple, purple, cyan. So that's a much fuller grid. These all need to be paired up. I still think I want to do something resembling this because that continues to work because the center doesn't interface with those at all. If I did that, then I couldn't split, for example... Yeah, okay, so basically like any dark section that's touching this light contiguous section can't split apart. So like, at the very least, these 4 would be paired together. This one, this one, this one, and this one, so that's no good. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do something different from that. So, this purple and this purple do have to pair together. This cyan and this cyan do have to pair together. And it feels like that implies I do need one contiguous line through those. So how is that... So there's no way I can avoid... There are a lot of things there's no way I can avoid. So cyan in the very corners. Ah, what if... no, that doesn't help anything. It does look a lot like this is pretty much mandatory. It looks a lot like that, so how is that false? Because these corners have to get together, so one way or another, I can go the other way and have pretty much the same outcome, actually a worse one. I've just traded this orange for that and touched more edges of these with my stuff. Okay, how can I draw this? Let's see, an option would be that. Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't think it works yet, but it's maybe getting there. So we got cyan, cyan, purple, purple, is that right? Yes. Then orange, orange... Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So you can go through the middle. That does a better job at splitting these apart. Now the problem is this is still touching 3 and 3. I think I'm getting closer. That doesn't help, it kind of makes it worse. Now, okay, so you are... okay. Does this help? Not really. If I could dodge this... Okay, so this is an impenetrable, like... An orange, at least one orange, has to be included in this line in this row. And this one seems pretty hard to avoid. Like this little checkerboard barrier here. I'm going to have to go through... Well, yeah, optimally I go through the bottom center thing that's orange. Now, I do have this option, which looks real bad for all these, so that's not a good one. Doing this is no... Wait, hang on, I can remove that, but I've already tried this and it has lots of problems. Okay, let's go back to this shape. So yes, this is now split apart from that, but I can't get these. That's bad for other reasons. Okay. Is there any other way? No. I get 3 oranges if I go across... Like, I can't go across either of these and join back up without getting too many oranges. Yeah, okay, so... I don't have a visual aid for this, not a very good one, so you don't get one either. I'm not going to put an overlay here or anything. Just got to keep track of what's what. That's what the sparklies are for. That's the visual aid. Okay, so to make this work, I need this and that not to be occupied, which is impossible. Unless I go up this way. Whether it's dark or light doesn't make a difference. Here I'm just trading one problem for another. Or am I? Hold on. Yo, check it. These two are partitioned apart correctly. Okay, I like that. Except that I'm touching 5 of these. In a way that doesn't partition well. Okay, now if I trade like this, that's getting closer. Is still no good. How would I improve this? That's some nice partitioning. Could I... Like... I mean, there's no reason I have to touch this. If I turn that on, what would it be pairing with? Oh, look at this little split I can do here. It's no good. Oh, wait, hang on. Can I do something with... Ooh. A staggered... Okay, so a poke up here so that I can split apart... I can poke that and split that apart, but I can't include this. No, I don't think I like that anymore. Also, this would have to include something. Yeah. This one's hard. It would be hard even if I could see the symbols on the grid. And I can't, so it's even harder. Okay, so, again. Those corners have to join in a single line. And these two have to join in what's going to have to be the same line because this otherwise would split them apart. Like, I can't touch these corners without either getting in the way of joining these or being part of the line that also joins them. Now, by joining these the non-obvious way, I just kind of eliminate those two as a consideration. Like, those don't have to be part of the puzzle anymore. But I might want them to be. I also get a lot of surface space touching this big row of oranges, which is bad. Quite bad. So the alternative that minimizes the surface space... Oh, can I... Okay, now surface space is not strictly the only way to think of this. Now, I like the insight that I can... Oh, wait a second. Hold on, there's a different line here. Wait, this might lead to something good. No, wait. What color is this? This is orange. Okay, that's different. So these now are my two oranges that are included in that line. I can do this and split those apart. Cool. But then I have the surface space touching too many of these. Okay. There is trading that I can do. Sort of. What can I trade for what? So right now my problem is I have 6 oranges in one partition. Wait, doesn't this work? Oh, I think that works. I think that works. Because these are connected to no one. 2 oranges here, 2 oranges here. 1 orange. No, 2 oranges here. Yeah. This one and this one. Corners are connected, these are connected. I think that's it. There we go. I did it. Okay. That was tricky. Good puzzle. And yeah, made a little trickier by the fact that I couldn't see it. Alright, so binary. I looked back at what I had tried to do, and I did indeed do correctly the thing that I tried to do. Therefore, the thing I tried to do wasn't the right thing. So one of the things I want to do is, yeah, so I rechecked all of the... You're just a rock, not the stump of a grave that I have to, like, infer or find somewhere else or something. Yeah, so I rechecked. If I interpret this as 5 rows of numbers... Is it 5? I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3. This one's off to the side, so it's a little weird, but it's still a row of 8, clearly separated from that down there. 4, 5. And I say that's a 1, and that's a 0. It doesn't matter which is which. It does matter which is which. What if I... Oh, what if I'd flip around which is a 1 and which is a 0? That probably doesn't make sense, but would that change the outcome? It might. That would invert it, right? Because if it's 5 rows... then yeah, all evens become odd and all odds become even, and I already tried an inversion of that pattern and that wasn't it. Anyway, yeah, so it comes out to columns that add up to 4, 4, 3, 0. All of the fourth ones are 0. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 4, 4, 3, 0, 2, 3, 3, 5, which is even, odd, even, odd, odd. Wait, what? Even, odd, even, odd, odd. So what I'm wondering is if I'm missing another row somewhere that I can append to this. So let's take a look around and see if there's another row, because I can add, like, an arbitrary number of rows as long as it's a row of 8 graves that each have 0s and 1s in them. Or I could subtract a row. Okay, so noting... These are at the exact same height. We go down the stairs a little bit, then these are at the same height. Then there's nothing on this level. Then halfway down here, these are all at the same height. Then these are at that height. Okay. This is not part of the puzzle. This is just the key to, like, yeah, 0, 0 black, 1, 0 white, 0, 1 white, 1, 1 black. But is there somewhere an additional row, or something I can interpret as a row of zeros and ones? Specifically 8 of them. I've gone far enough that I think the answer is no. Oh, here's the 3-number thingy. Okay, let me just make sure I'm remembering my way of... Oh, hang on. Maybe there's more here. Right, I forgot there was a separate binary annex down here. Alright, so 3s. Let me just make sure my rule is what I think it is. It's odd numbers, right? Odd, even. Odd, odd. Just adding the ones together. Even, even, even. Even, odd, even, even. Or sorry, yeah, even, odd, even, odd, odd, odd. Yeah, those are the ones that threw me off because it's 3 ones, but I can't just, yeah. You know. Odd, 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 even, odd, even. Yes, okay. So I understand that part. Ah, right, and here's an additional bit of reference material. So 4 rows there. And I can extend it to 5 just fine. It's just that either 5 is the wrong number, or I've made a mistake in all of my double checks on that. Alright, so I have notes writing down exactly what I think the graves say and what numbers I think those add up to. I'll do a triple, quadruple check and make sure that what I've read here matches what I wrote down and that all my numbers add up the way that I think they do. Alright, yeah, I triple checked. I have the information that I think I have correctly recorded. However, something is wrong with the information that I think I have. Either I don't have it all or I'm interpreting it incorrectly. Looking around here, I am not seeing anything else that I can interpret as binary numbers other than the actual puzzle clues. Okay, so what is there 8 of? Are these all 7s? That's a 6. That's 6. That's 6. 7. 7. 6. 7. Is there anything that's 8 wide? 6. 6. 6. Is there one of these I'm supposed to ignore? Okay. Let's take a random guess, just because what I've tried so far hasn't worked out. The whole thing about the heights. I don't like this, but what if I combine these into a single row by saying, this is even, therefore it's 0. This is odd, therefore it's 1. This is odd, therefore it's 1. This is even, therefore it's 0. And just take that, the height of this, because they are distinctly different heights, but these 2 rows are at the same height. This is stretching a lot, but it's not quite beyond the realm of plausibility, because this is at a different height level. Then there's nothing down here. I guess I'll just take this as a row of all zeros. Then, you know, this is down 1 more height level, this is down 1 more height level. So yeah, every single row of 8 is grouped at a separate height level except these 2 up here. Alright, well, let's try that and see what I end up with. Okay, that actually doesn't matter because I end up with an identical result, because I only get odd numbers here set to 1, and combining those with the rest of the numbers just works out to the same result no matter what. I think if there were 3 here, that could be false, because then a 2 and a 0 would both... No! Wait, hang on. Why is this impossible? Right, because there's only one value that can be added to make something odd, and I don't know. I can't explain it very well, but anyway, that doesn't make a difference in interpretation. So it could be one way or the other, but the answer would be the same. Okay. Well, I don't know what else you want from me. Because, like, it really should be one of those things. Let's go back and re-input that and see if I had an input error. Somehow? I don't think that could be, because I was sure I tried this a few different times. I verified. Even, even, odd. Even, even, odd, odd, odd. And the inverse... It is not the inverse. Okay, so now I'm absolutely sure I tried that and the inverse. Okay, so what's going on here? I'm gonna stick with this and figure out what's happening because, like, that should have made sense. What if I ignore this row because it's kind of weird and off to the side? Okay, well I can quickly put together, like, all the permutations of ignoring a particular row. Which seems weird, but, like, I can do it. This seems like the most obvious row to ignore, so let's try... But also that doesn't make sense. That's starting to stretch beyond plausibility. Because these look exactly the same as the other clues, they're just sort of off to the side. Unless... Okay, another thing that's closer to plausible... These apply only sort of to the right side, so I gotta, like, combine those together. Like, these are one number, these are one number. Okay, I'll try a few permutations of that and see what I come up with. Alright, I don't like this a lot, but since these are so distinctly off to the right side, I'm just treating it as if basically, like... Oh, no, I don't like this. Like, these two... See, okay, what I don't like about this is there's no split between these two and these two. So I calculated it as if, like, these two are columnar and are part of the fifth column. These two together would form with this one. These two would go with this one. And these two would go with this one. Ignoring that row entirely... and just calculating as if it's not there does have a different result that I'll also try. That one's actually very simple. So sure, ignoring the row means everything is 0 except the second one. And that's not it. Okay, so doing it as if the first 4 cells are 4 rows, and the other are 6 rows, I end up with 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. That's not it. Okay. Good. That was going to be a bad solution. However, you know what's a good solution? This one? This is the one that makes sense. I disagree. Try again. Recheck it. My answer is correct. My answer is correct here. Like, but the game, for some reason, thinks otherwise, and that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to make sense of it somehow. Alright, so here's my current idea. Maybe there's just another row of these graves somewhere in the world. That can be added anywhere as long as it's clear, like, where the row starts and ends. Like, it doesn't matter what order they're in, it doesn't matter where they're positioned. I could just add another row and end up with a different result. So, in my search for the lone pink tree that wasn't used in a puzzle, let me also include a search for another row of graves. And another thing that I'm looking for, which should be localized... See, I think this would be localized to the binary zone, but somehow it wasn't. Looking for something that should be localized to this zone, which would be a pattern of flowers, but last time I was here I couldn't find any. This is no longer flower zone. That teleport is useless, because it just takes me here and there's like nothing I can access from here, because I've solved this puzzle the way that makes the bridges not function. So instead, it's better to teleport to tree. Tree. Okay, so now hang on. One more time. So there's an addition to the binary zone over here. Like, this is binary part 2. This, where am I? Wait, really? That's that disconnected? I have to go all the way down here to access that thing. Alright, fine. Hi, tree. You're not the right tree. I looked at this today. Oh, hi. You were a thing I was looking for. These are all different colors. Those are not flower clues. Yeah, that's, while it is like flower boxes similar to the ones that are the clue in the flower zone, that's not the thing I'm looking for. Anyway, right, so trying to look at binary things. I looked at this today and I saw nothing. I'm going to look at it again in case my eyes function differently this time somehow. I can't include these, right? Can I? I don't see why not. They are rows of 8. They're 8 rows of 8. Hey, what if... Hold on. I guess, yeah, however you do it, like, I could reduce these to just 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and every row just either flips a bit or does not. And you can combine an arbitrary number of rows into a single one and the result is the same. So if I were to include both of these, the result would be that every bit is flipped and it would just invert the thing. There was a row of 4 up here of that format of obelisk, but it's a row of 4, not 8. Yeah, so here, just in the middle. Doesn't work. It just doesn't compute that way. Anyway, right, I was trying to look at flowers and I ended up back here again. Alright, so flowers. So this was seemingly the top portion of that clue. Can I use, like, the shape of this and the shape of things that are around to find the rest? Hello. When the bridge is solved... Okay, what's... This could be, in the bridge solved state, the 3x3 that goes right below this 3x2, right? Because I'm looking for that and then another 3x3 to the right of it, right? Hold on, what am I looking for? These bridges! I hate how inconvenient it is to get around with the bridges the way they are. But anyway, so that's 1 orange, 0 orange. Okay, and then from other angles, I can see other numbers. I guess just I want to be down in the pit. And I do that by going down these stairs. Okay, cool. And then can I use this? Oh, maybe. Oh, I see. Now I see a way to interpret this as 3 by 1. Oh, we're getting there. Because, yeah, like, this entire, like, what's bracketed by those columns could be a cell. Then that would be, you know, one with 2 orange petals in it. And then this has none. Like, this is clearly part of the clue. It has to be. Okay. Yeah, so this fits. I still need another 3x2 to slot in either up here or down here. I suspect up here. Was there something on this building? Anyway, I'm going to add these to my notes, and I think I can put this together. Alright, shape check. Am I looking for the right shape? I am. So I think I know what all cells are except those 6. So if we go back to the tree zone... Yeah, like it kind of shows me right on the map sort of what I'm looking for, but I need another thing that is like that. Which fits comfortably into the appropriate corner. I don't think it's out here. It's not these. I still want those bushes to be something, but I think they're not. Are there flowers anywhere in this section? I don't see any. There are purple things and orange things, kinda. Yeah, so I already have these noted. That's the top left portion, I think. Other building, do you include what I need you to include somehow? I don't see any flowers there. It's the right shape, but like the wrong stuff. And how do I... Is it impossible for me to get here without bridging to it? I think it is. I have to like break my bridge. Yeah, I just can't walk to any of this stuff up here anymore. That's obnoxious. But yeah, like this is the bottom three. And then somehow... Somehow what these are forms the rest. Am I like to take this as one because it's in the center, one because it's in the center? Like, I guess I can look at this whole thing. I don't have to actually walk there. But then, like, what does this count as? Yeah, it's hard to imagine how I would interpret this as, well... Oh, this is a stretch and I don't like it, and I'm not going to get any feedback on that puzzle about whether I've gotten this right unless I get it exactly right. I could say this is 2 because that's in the center. Hang on, so it shows me the starting tile. Okay. What if I just take the starting tile? Oh, now I like that. That's much less of a stretch than what I was going to do here. So this is 2. This is unspecified. This is unspecified. And unspecified is valid. Unspecified, 1 orange, 1 orange. Okay, I think I like that. Alright, let me get my notes straight so I know what I'm doing. I accidentally noted these as 0 instead of unspecified. It's very dense with flowers over here, so that's going to be something interesting. But I have an appropriate shape, and I guess I'll see if it resolves as a puzzle. Alright, so bridges sure have made the flower zone obnoxious to get to and from, but... okay, so I got this all noted down. So what I have is... 1 orange, 1 orange, 2 orange. 1 orange, 1 orange... Sorry. 2 orange, 1 orange, 1 orange. 1 orange, 1 orange, 0 orange. 2 orange, unspecified, unspecified. 1, 1, 1. Unspecified, 1, 1. 1, 1, 0. Unspecified, 2, 0. Interestingly, there are none with 3 or more orange, which I guess kind of makes sense with how tightly packed together these are. So the only spaces in here without a flower on them are those. Everything else has at least 1. So in order to make that work together... Yeah, okay, so let's just learn about the dynamics of, like, multiple flowers working together. Does this pattern that I've input work with what I know? 1 orange, 1 orange... Yes, those 2 are currently happy. 0, so therefore that spreads out like this. This is a 2, so therefore it wants that. Both of those are unspecified, as is this and this. This is a 1. So it's going to have to be unlit, and therefore a 3. You could do that. This is unspecified, so I could do this, or I could do this. That's also unspecified. This is a 2. This has to be unlit. I could do that. You're a 0. You need this. This is a 1. It's happy. That's a 1. It's happy. That's a 1. It's not happy. It needs this. And I think that resolves. No. Okay. If only. Alright. So, let's look at each flower individually. 1. off, therefore it turns into a 3. Edges count as on, so you're happy. 1. Edges count as off, you're on, so you're happy. 2. 2. You see 2 that are on, this one and this one. 1. You're off, so it's a 3. You see 3 that are on. All right. Oh, hang on. Is there a shortcut I can take here? So you're a 1. You want to see 1 adjacent that is your own color. And you do. You're a 1. You want to see 1 adjacent that is your own color. So counting the orange petals, ignoring the purple. 2. Own color spreads that way. Maybe this is the thing that everybody was screaming their heads off at me about, a simpler way to understand flower counting. I mean, there's the same thing as I was doing, just a slightly different way to think of it. But I think this does actually maybe work. So 2 your own color. 1 your own color. Okay, sure. So this works. When I'm working with number of orange petals, it's easier to evaluate this way. When I'm working with just looking at the flower symbols themselves, both ways are the same. But just since my notation included numbers, this alternate way works. All right, so 1 your own color, there. 1 your own color, This is a 1, yes. This is a 0, yes. This is a 2, yes. This is unspecified, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. All right, this is a 1, you got it. This is a 1, you got it. This is a 1, you got it there. Unspecified, 1 there. 1 here. Okay, 1 here. 1 here. 0, Unspecified, 2. Okay, you are the problem. Because this was unspecified, this was unspecified, this was unspecified. I think making that change, flipping for... Okay, so now you see 2 of your own color. You see 1 your own color. The only other thing I touched was here. There's nothing here. I did it! There we go! Okay, cool. All right, that was a satisfying one. There were a lot of ways that could have gone wrong, and it only went wrong slightly at the end about something. Anyway, cool. Okay, so I got 2 more of these done. It's hard to even know where to start with this. And this one, I have the correct answer. It's just the game is wrong. I disagree with this completely. So whatever you think, I have not guessed what the author is thinking here. They're thinking something that is not what I'm thinking, and I don't understand why. Okay, and for you, it's just a matter of finding something somewhere in the world. Oh, hang on. There is one very significant tree in the world. Let's see, what's the most convenient for this? Probably... what's that symbol? I just want to peek at one thing because I'm thinking about it right now. Yeah, that's the most convenient one. There's a very significant tree in the game that's right here. That white's a little bit pinkish, but it's black bark. I'm looking for white bark, pink leaves. Those branches look kind of unparsable. I could try, though. Does it start with... This one starts with a 4-way split. I'm looking for a 3-way split at the beginning, right? I have this sort of noted down, but it's not great. Yeah, I'm looking for a 3-way split at the beginning. This is either like a 2-way and a 3-way or a 4-way here, depending on how you think of it. We get this going to the roots. That's just totally unparsable, probably. I don't think this is the right tree. Okay, I looked at it. It could have been. It's not. And there isn't like a sneaky tree in here or like a row of 8 binary graves or something. None that I can see. Yeah, so if I do my diligence now and just look at this, I can scratch this off my my list of places to look for clues. Because it appears to contain none, which kind of makes sense. There's this structure, which is cute, and those are just green plants, no flowers in there. Yeah, I like the way that's done. Made very clear this is not a clue for something. It's just no blossoms there, no blossoms in the thing, but it still invokes the same place. It's just this is totally a separate puzzle zone from that. Neat. Okay, so next time, the most stubborn, annoying ones. The search for the tree and the search for an additional row of graves or whatever's going wrong with my answer there. Yeah, so, alright, well, that's what's up. I got the 2 that seemed possible. I mean, this one, again, my answer is correct. The game is wrong. I look forward to finding out how that's not true.